Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be reviewing Almost Artist Store's watercolor brush pens. Even though Almost Artist Store did send me these watercolor brush pens, these are all my own opinions. I decided for this drawing to draw a bird on a branch with a few flowers, so I started testing out the colors that I would need for that drawing. Since I would be drawing a lot of details on the flowers, I decided to try out different methods of drawing the petals, such as using the markers themselves or a paintbrush. My favorite was using the paintbrush because I felt like it gave me the best control with the different colors. Since I was using a paintbrush, I decided to see what it would be like if I put the markers in a empty pan pastel dish and just tested out the different blends I can get. I definitely really like this technique since it was the closest to real watercolors and it gave me the best control with the saturation of the colors. So here I'm just mixing together all the colors that I'll need for the piece. Already my first impression of these watercolors were super good. I really liked how easy they were to control and the color actually came out really nice and soft. They also dried down really quickly, which was a huge positive for me since I like to work in layers. The colors looked exactly how I wanted them to. The set came with a nice variety, which made it really easy to pick out the different colors. So for this drawing, I'm doing a base of watercolor and then doing the pencils on top. And the pencils laid down very nicely on top of the watercolors. I like to use this technique especially for complicated drawings such as this one because the watercolors act as a foundation or a guide for where I can place all the pencils. I definitely want to use this technique in future drawings using these watercolors since the pencils laid on very nicely and it really helped me focus on where I need to put all the details. For the bird, I decided to try the same technique of laying down the watercolors where I want all my colored pencils to go. And for the feathers, I used the same technique as always, except for I didn't have to put down as many layers since I already had that base layer of watercolors. I did many strokes with darker pencils and then blended it all out with a lighter blue or white. Now for another flower. My favorite technique for these watercolors was doing a sketch using Prismacolor Col Erases, then doing the watercolor on top to kind of soften the Col Erases, and then coloring with the colored pencils on top. These flowers definitely took a long time to do, so I don't think I'll be drawing too many hydrangeas in the future. Really liked how they turned out though, so all of the detail was worth it. Thank you everyone for watching. If you are interested in purchasing prints of this drawing or the originals, both will be available on my website. Also, thank you so much, Almost Artist Store, for sending me these watercolor pens. They worked really well with my art, and I'm really happy with the effect that they gave. And here's the final piece. Once again, thank you everyone for watching, and stay tuned for another art supply review next week.